So here are the ingredients for root vegetable korma. To make the sauce, you need 400 grams of onion, about a liter of water, 1 tablespoon of vegetable oil, 5 or 6 green cardamoms, 1 or 2 green chilies, 1 blade of mace, 2 black cardamoms, 1 tablespoon ginger garlic paste, 50 grams of fried cashew nuts, 150 grams of yogurt, about 100 grams of butter, and about 50 ml of single cream. For vegetables, you're going to need 1 medium carrot, sliced and then cut into batons, 1 medium turnip, sliced and then cut into batons, and also 2 or 3 parsnips, sliced and cut into batons. And then I've also used half a Romanesco cauliflower. For this korma, I'm going to start with about 2 medium onion, and the way I'm going to do it is very simple. Straight onion goes in. There is no oil or fat at the moment in there. I'm adding 4 or 5 green cardamoms, about 1 blade of mace, couple of black cardamoms. I'll add about 1 liter of water. That's good enough. I'll add a little bit more later. Of course, a pinch of salt to start with. And then I'm going to add about 150 grams of yogurt to this. And the idea is to bring it to boil. Before I add yogurt, I'm adding about 50 grams of cashew nuts, which have been deep fried. I'll just save some yogurt to finish the sauce later in the end, and bring this to boil gently, and then I will also be adding some single cream. Now the idea is to make all these ingredients boil together, cook together till onion becomes absolutely translucent, and then we'll puree it and then finish it with a little bit more cream. And as I said, I will be using yogurt, and then correct with the salt. That's it, it's all done. So, but before I do that, bring it to boil, I forgot one thing, which is ginger garlic paste. That should go into just about half a tablespoon will be enough. And I'll bring it to boil, and once it comes to boil, I'm going to leave it aside to simmer till onion is perfectly cooked. Now, one thing with the yogurt, when you boil this sauce, you will see yogurt splitting, but do not worry about it, because at the end, it'll all be blended together and it'll be fine, smooth sauce. So once it comes to boil, I'll add some cream. Yeah, it's boiling now. And as it boils, I'll add the cream. What cream does basically, obviously it enriches the sauce, no doubt about it, but also keeps the yogurt together. It doesn't let it split too much. And this is quite good now. It's in great quantity. I'll leave it aside to simmer away, and onions are perfectly cooked. Right, what I'm going to do is start with oil and butter mixture. While I'm sautéing the vegetables, which doesn't take too long, but remember that korma sauce will take good half an hour. So you need about that much time. Keep that aside so that you saute your vegetables just in time. And now I have always found that one flavor which really ticks out in korma, because it's such a mild sauce and vegetables also have a very gentle flavor, but a flavor that really ticks out and gives you a tickle is the green chili. So as the oil becomes hot, add in the green chili, saute it lightly, and then we got all the root vegetables, which is parsnip, turnip. They all have been blanched, cut and blanched lightly, and carrot. And we can add, this is funny shaped broccoli or cauliflower. Broccoli, I would say, not cauliflower, called Romanesco. I'll add that. Pinch of salt. And I'll add a little bit of lemon juice at this stage, and then I'll bring in a little bit more when finishing it. Lemon juice just cuts into the richness of the sauce. Now this is nicely sauteed. All I'm doing is actually covering it, so-called in chili flavored oil. Bring the sauce back. Now, if you look at the sauce, it's been blended and nice and thick. All I have to do is add a little bit of cream and yogurt to make it lighter. Okay, I got some yogurt here. I will actually add the cream in here. Mix it or whisk it, whatever you want to do. And add that. Now the smells are just beautiful. The root vegetables are so strong smell flavored. It's such a beautiful flavor and the smell is just amazing. It tells you the autumn is here. It's perfect. Once this comes to boil, I can mix the two and I'll be ready to serve. Okay, now the sauce is boiling. The sauce has come to a boil. I'm going to just drop the temperature a bit down and then slowly add it to the korma. I'll just move the pan closer. It's such a lovely sauce. I love kormas. It's a beautiful dish. All I need to do is bring it to a boil, put it in a pan or a dish where I want to serve, put a little bit of chopped coriander, and then the magic ingredient I was talking to you was, that's a truffle. Truffle is a wild mushroom and it's very priced mushroom. You don't get it easily. It's very expensive. In the season, it's hunted through dogs or pigs. Nobody just can go and pick the mushroom from a plant or anything. It grows as a root of oak trees and always in the marshy and damp places. It's not very common in Indian food, but its strong flavor actually gels with korma really well. So we will get set and serve you the korma. Right, my korma is absolutely ready to be served. So I will just serve it in a deep plate. Put the vegetables first, nice Romanesco, and then some nice sauce. I got plenty of true basmati rice, but I haven't managed to cook any. So, final moment. This spice powder is nothing but cardamom and mace blade, lightly toasted and blended together. We call it Javitri Ilaichi powder. It's a magic powder which is often used in kormas to finish. So just a little bit because it's really strong. You don't want too much of it. And this is the mushroom I've been talking to you about. Tiny little thing, but very, very expensive. I know a lot of Asian families will say, why bother? But what I'll say, please try once. I know it's expensive, but this flavor is just amazing. It's worth trying once. We don't use it in our food often, but something like korma, it's delicious. So what I've done, it is so expensive that I've cut into really thin slices. And this is how it's actually normally served in the restaurants. You don't give bundles of truffles in any sauce or anything. You just pour it like that. And this is a truffle oil. So shavings of truffle is soaked in olive oil and then matured over the time. And that goes on top. I tell you, this is an amazing dish. You will really enjoy it. Right, this is how I made this dish. I started with some sliced onions, followed by a few cardamoms, green and black, and a blade of mace. I also added a pinch of salt, and then I added some cashew nuts and also yogurt and water. A tablespoon of ginger garlic paste. I brought that to boil and then added a little bit more cream into it, and I let it simmer till onions were properly cooked. And then we blended that sauce and kept it on hot stove and kept it going. And on the side, I started with 1 tablespoon of oil and 1 tablespoon of butter. I sauteed the root vegetables, which were parsnips, turnips, and carrot, and Romanesco cauliflower. I sauteed all that together with a pinch of salt, and then I added sauce to it and finished the dish by boiling it over a few times. And then Eventually, I landed up serving it in this beautiful plate laced with truffle slices and truffle oil and a pinch of Javitri lychee powder, which is cardamom and mace powder. And here it is.